Gentlemen, boys and girls, those of you joining us online as well, welcome to our round of last 16 and the quarterfinals for the Herald Isuzu Schools Quiz for 2026. And it's great to see you all here safely. I know it's been a hectic week. I see you all safe from the crocodile as well, which is great to see, hey? The good news is we have captured him. He is having a makeup here at Walmer Park, so we might see. Crazy, hey? Anyway, nice to see you all, and thank you so much for joining us. We really do want to wish you all well. I know that some teams have unfortunately not got full-strength teams because of the flooding. So it's been a really tough week for everybody. So, yeah, thank you for joining us, and all the best for today. So warm welcome to everybody, our parents online, our teachers, our schools, in these unusual circumstances. But here we are today just to put it all behind us. And congratulations, our top 16 schools are here with us today. And boy, do we have a lineup today. Two of our former champions, our current champions and the former champions, will be going up against each other in this next round of 16. So give yourselves a round of applause. Well done for making it here. For those of you joining us online, we started last week. We had 58 schools who arrived on the day. Over 700 questions. We were here for 10 hours last week, and we've managed to get down to our top 16. So it's been an incredible journey. And a big thank you to our amazing sponsors as well. Isuzu Motors South Africa, our co-title sponsor, along with our top-tier silver sponsor, Astron Energy, for their incredible support. And as I mentioned last week, we've got a brand new sponsor on board, ABSA, our gold sponsor, and we're really excited to have them on board. We're going to hear from them in a moment. Their tagline is, "Your story matters." And that, I think, really resonates with what the Schools Quiz is all about, hey? Especially with our learners. It reflects the belief that every young person's journey and potential are important. So it's about nurturing our talents, about giving opportunity, celebrating our diverse backgrounds, and creating these opportunities for our learners to write their own success stories. So ABSA, welcome to you. We're also equally grateful to our product partners, Access, Walmer Park Shopping Centre, Bargain Books, Pick n Pay, Waltons, Woodlands Dairy, Woolworths Beauty, and Samo My Tutor for contributing to the amazing prizes. And I'm delighted to share with you, for those of you online who haven't heard this yet, this is what's up for grabs in the 2026 edition of the Herald Isuzu Schools Quiz. From Access, each of the learners from the winning school will win a Telkom uncapped LTE package, free for 3 months, plus a MiFi device valued at 1,550 Rand each. From Astron Energy, fuel vouchers to be shared among the top 3 schools, valued at 7,000 Rand. So it's about 3 litres per school for that one over there. I told that joke last week, so nobody's laughing in the room. But those of you online, I'm sure, got that one. Walmer Park Shopping Centre, who are here, our amazing hosts, have given us shopping vouchers valued at 14,000 Rand for the winners. Woolworths have given us beauty hampers and makeover vouchers awarded to the top 3 winning schools, valued at 40,000 Rand. That's a lot of makeovers. Bargain Books will donate a variety of books to the top 3 winning schools, valued at 12,000 Rand. We love it. In the final next week, we're going to have a table full of books that Bargain Books have donated. Pick n Pay are also with us in the venue. They've given us vouchers to the 4 learners of the winning school, valued at 2,500 Rand each. Woodlands Dairy have given us hamper packs awarded to the learners who make it to the quarterfinals. Waltons have given us 4 sets of white desk combos valued at 3,218 Rand each. And Samo My Tutor has given a 3-month complimentary access to the Samo My Tutor app for 4 learners and 2 teachers per school, valued at 1,650 Rand. That's a lot of prizes, hey? Wow. And it doesn't stop there. The big one. The grand prize of 35,000 Rand to be in cash, to be shared among the top 3 winning schools, compliments of Isuzu Motors South Africa. Ching, ching. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give our sponsors a round of applause. Wow, wow, wow. Hey? All of that just for reading the newspaper. Incredible. Well, I'm delighted to welcome today, to join me on stage, Lusanda Hiweni. She's the regional manager from our gold sponsor, ABSA. If you could come and make your way to the stage, and we're going to quiz her. She's going to just say a few words here. Let's welcome ABSA to the stage, everybody.
to see everyone after this hectic week in Port Elizabeth and the Nelson Mandela Kocha region. And I'm glad to see everyone is keeping warm and safe. And it's also good to be here. I think all I need to do this morning is just to do the welcoming. I just want to say on behalf of ABSA, it is a pleasure to welcome each and every one of you on the 6th edition of the Herald Isuzu Schools Quiz Competition. To the educators, the parents, and everyone that is watching live at home. Thank you for being part of this exciting occasion. Most importantly, I just want to say congratulations to the top 16 schools who have earned their place in today's competition. Reaching this stage is already a remarkable achievement, and each of you should be incredibly proud of that. At ABSA, our purpose is centered around helping the people and our communities to grow, because we believe that everyone's story matters. That is why today it is basically a reminder to each and everyone that every learner that is sitting in this room has a story and is writing a story right now. A story of ambition, a story of hard work, knowledge, and potential. Competitions like this are not only about testing what you know, but it's also about building confidence, also about critical thinking, and the courage to challenge yourselves. The future of our country depends on the new young ones, like the new minds that are sitting in this room. The minds that are curious and willing to keep the learning. Whether you make it to the final round or simply with the experience of competing among the best, remember that this is the moment that you form part of the story and it matters to us. We are proud to partner with the Herald and the Isuzu Motors SA in supporting education and creating opportunities for young people to shine. Enjoy the experience, compete with integrity, support one another, and whilst you're doing that, make sure that you are having fun. Thank you.
Thank you, Lusanda. Now, there is one very special person who is part of the team, our quiz moderator. She had the tough task of extracting all of the questions for this year's quiz. Last week, we did over 700 questions. We've got another 240 that we will get through today. I don't know about you, but I was dreaming about ministers of human settlements and Mario Rubio and the capital of Tajikistan, and I don't know how you guys, it's incredible. So Louise, we just want to honor you, amazing job. Can we ask you just to stand, and let's give Louise a big round of applause, our quiz moderator. Well, my name is Gareth Birdie, I am your quiz master, and it's time for us to get serious. Let me run through how this is going to work for those of you joining us online as well. So last week, over 58 schools joined us. Today is the second elimination day. So today we're going to have 2 rounds. The round of 16, as per our board. Our winners, of course, will be remaining with us for the round of the quarterfinals. We do ask, please, that all schools remain seated during this round. Each round this week will cover 20 questions, 10 questions per school. I will pose the question one by one to the school. I'll start with the blue side. I'll ask them a question. They have 30 seconds to answer. If you have the answer, you know it immediately. You're welcome to over the microphone. Nice and clear, boys and girls, because today we have live streaming. We are Got everything mic'd up, so we want you to speak nice and clear. And I want to make sure that I can repeat the answer for everyone online. If you can't repeat after 30 seconds, you will hear this. Normally a bit quicker, but not the alarm, the bell. And then I will need an answer from you. Now, then, if you're unable to give me the correct answer, I will go to the other side, and they can have a steal if they give me a correct answer, but I do need an immediate answer. If they give me an incorrect answer within the 30 seconds, I will, of course, happy to repeat the question, but I will need an answer within that 30-second period. The scoreboards up above are electronic this year, so they will indicate the scores at the end of the round. The school with the most points will go through to the next round. Please remember, very important, the first answer that you give over the microphone is what we will accept. So if you say, what's the venue for this year's quiz? And you say it's the Herald offices, Walmer Park. I'm going to take your first answer while you gave the answer to the other team. So please, we saw a bit of this last week. Take your time. You've got 30 seconds. Work with your team and make the most of the opportunity. Now, most of the questions have been extracted from the Herald newspaper from the last 5 weeks. General knowledge testing will cover news reported such as current affairs, business, sports, politics, lifestyle, leisure, and community. And we encourage those of you online to join in the fun. And we always like to see your answers. Just to mention, we can't see what you are typing, so have some fun with that. We do want to encourage everyone just to remind you that we are not including the newspaper of the last few days because of the floods. We won't be answering any questions there. We'll save it for next week. Hint, 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 hint. Right. Any questions from any of the schools before we call up the first two schools? It's the round of last 16. Drum roll. Our first two schools up on stage. Let's go. Muir College versus Woolhope Secondary School. Let's go. Right, so Woolhope Secondary School always do well at the schools quiz. Do a little mic check there. Test 1, 2.
1, 2.
There we go. And the other mic, gentlemen, don't be shy.
1, 2.
There we go. And Muir College, you had a fantastic Saturday last week. Gentlemen, good morning. Thank you for joining us all the way from Kariga. A little mic check there, DJ.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Yo, easy, easy.
1, 2.
1, 2. Yes, there we go. Right, let's get into it. Our first round for a place in the quarterfinals. We'll start with the blue team. And here we go, the round of last 16 underway. Muir College, we'll start with sport. With which sport would you associate the South African Jonty Rhodes?
Cricket.
Cricket is correct. Well done. The listeners, the viewers at home didn't even have a chance to type out the answer there, so give them a little chance. All right. Right, Woolhope, your first question is sport. Which country's national team won the iconic Hong Kong Sevens tournament in April? Right, 5 seconds. We'll need an answer on the bell, please. No guess? Choose a country? No guess?
China.
China is incorrect. Muir College for the steal.
South Africa.
South Africa is correct. Well done. Right, early start. Remember, 20 points up for grabs. It's an early start for Muir. Lead. Let's go now to world news. Muir College. In which city, state does the Pope live?
Rome.
Rome is incorrect. I'm going to give Will Hope an opportunity to steal.
The Vatican City.
The Vatican City is correct. Well done. World News question for Will Hope. What was the name of the man who was shot dead by police in the US in 2021, sparking the Black Lives Matter movement?
George Floyd.
George Floyd is correct. Well done. And we are tied. National news now from Muir College. Which controversial act aims to provide universal health insurance for all South Africans? We will accept an abbreviation. Do you want me to repeat the question? Of course. Which controversial act aims to provide universal health insurance for all South Africans? I will accept an abbreviation. Five seconds. Right, a guess, gents, have a guess? No? All right, we're passing over to Will Hope. Can you give me an answer? I do need an immediate answer, unfortunately.
NHI.
NHI? Will you accept that, Louise? We will accept it. The NHI bill is correct. National Health Insurance. Of course, Louise is here to help me if I need any correction or with the clarity. Will Hope, who take the lead now, we stay with national news. Of which South African city is Dad Morero the mayor?
Johannesburg.
Johannesburg is correct. Well done, Will Hope. Right, long way to go here at Muir College. We're going to move back to sport. Your question. What is the name of the Test cricket series played between England and Australia every 2 years?
The Ashes.
The Ashes is correct. Well done. Will Hope, your sports question. With which sport would you associate the 1990s American superstar Michael Johnson?
Baseball.
Baseball is incorrect. To tie the match, Muir College.
American football.
That is incorrect. And Michael Johnson is a world record runner, a sprinter in athletics, particularly the 200 meters. Right, 4-3. We go now to leisure for Muir College. Who headlined the halftime show at America's Super Bowl this year?
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny is correct. Well done. Can you sing it for us, the song? Not? No. Will Hope, your leisure question. Which former Miss Universe has joined the cast of SABC3's Top Billing?
Zozibini Tunzi.
That is correct. Zozibini Tidzi. Well done. We go now to world news, Muir College. Which Southeast Asian country do the Rohingya refugees mainly come from? Which Southeast Asian country do the Rohingya, am I saying it right? Refugees mainly come from? Good guess. Repeating the question, which Southeast Asian country do the Rohingya refugees mainly come from? 5 seconds, have a guess. Southeast Asian country. A guess?
Philippines.
Philippines is incorrect. We'll hope for a steal.
Vietnam.
Vietnam is incorrect. It is Myanmar. Myanmar is the correct answer. World news for Wool Hope. What is the name of the virus that causes AIDS?
HIV.
HIV is correct. Well done. Right, 6-4, we go to sport for Muir College. Which city hosted the 2012 Summer Olympics?
London.
London is correct. Well done. Wool Hope in sports. In international rugby, what is the nickname of the Barbarians rugby team? Seconds.
The Bees.
The Bees is incorrect, and to tie the match, Muir College, they are?
The Brumbies.
That is incorrect. The Barbarians are the Barbars. The Barbars. The Barbarians are the Barbars, and they're playing here. Right, it is 6-5. Remember, it's a round of 10 questions each, so we've still got a way to go. Very close match. Muir College, we're going to go to business. Which oil from the North Sea serves as a global benchmark for the price of crude oil? Which oil? Five seconds.
Petroleum.
Petroleum is incorrect. We'll hope for a steal.
Petrol.
Petrol is incorrect. It is Brent crude oil. Brent crude oil that we were looking for. Business question for Woolhope. Barclays Bank in South Africa changed its name in 1987. What is the name of that bank today?
F&B.
F&B is correct. Well done. Right, we have 4 points left. 2 questions each. It is 7-5 to Woolhope, Muir College. We go to world news. On which island did Napoleon Bonaparte die? On which island? Five seconds. I'm looking for the name of the island. Have a guess?
Hawaii.
Hawaii. It's a nice island, that, but it is incorrect. We'll hope for a steal.
Barbados Island.
Barbados Island is incorrect. It is St. Helena or St. Helena Islands that we were looking for. World news for Woolhope. Your second last question. What is the capital of Belgium? Five seconds. Capital of Belgium. A guess? No guess? Muir College.
Belgrade.
It is incorrect. The capital of Belgium, where they made such nice chocolate, is like the opposite, I always remember. It's Brussels. Brussels sprouts. Oh. Brussels is the answer. Well, that's how I remembered it at school. Right. There are 2 points left for grabs. It is 7-5. So, Muir, you will need both of these points. To come within one, your sports question. Which provincial rugby team won the Under-20 Women's Week title in Alberton in early May? Which provincial rugby team won the Under-20 Women's Week title in Alberton in early May? Five seconds. I need a name of a province. Have a guess.
Eastern Province.
Eastern Province is incorrect. Woolhope, Estelle, I need an immediate answer, please.
Western Cape.
Will you accept, Louise? You will accept. It's Western Province. They will accept. Well done to Woolhope. And to finish the round, your sports question, with which sport would you associate the South African Peter Shalalile?
Soccer.
Soccer is correct. And Woolhope, you are through to the quarterfinals. Muir College, thank you so much. It's the end of the road. Let's give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Well done, Muir. We'll see you, Woolhope, in the next round. Right, here we go. Next up, Victoria Park High School and Etimbeni Enrichment High School. Let me just check. I don't think you're allowed to. Right. As you can see, I don't get to see the questions. I get the envelope. It's closed. So these are randomly selected. So if you're thinking, oh, those are much harder for that school, it is a random selection, so here we go. Victoria Park High School. Nice to have you guys with us. In the red corner, exceptionally well in the schools quiz. We've got some familiar faces back this year. All the best, guys. And Etimbeni Enrichment Center. I think it could be the first time into this round, but nonetheless, welcome and all the best for today's round. Right, so I've got red with blue tablecloth and green with red tablecloth. Okay, let me just get my head right. Right, here we go. For a place in the quarterfinals to take on Woolhope, which will take place this morning. Here we go. We'll start with business. Etimbeni, it is you first. Which country does the motoring brand GWM come from? Which country?
China.
China is correct. Well done. You almost talked yourself out of that one there, guys. Eh? GWM, Great Wall Motors in China. Business question for Victoria Park to open up. In which South African city was Elon Musk born? Five seconds.
Pretoria.
That is the correct answer. Pretoria, well done. Itumbeni, your sports question. At which race course does the annual Durban July take place? At what race course does the annual Durban July take place? Five seconds. Have a guess?
Pause.
Passing to Victoria Park.
Durban Racetrack.
Durban Racetrack is incorrect. Of course, we're talking about horse racing. It's Greyville. Greyville is where that takes place. Sports question for Victoria Park. Which recently relegated football club caused an international sensation in 2016 when they won the English Premier League title? Which recently relegated football club? Five seconds. I need to know the name of the football club. Recently relegated.
Chelsea.
Chelsea is incorrect. Timbini?
Leicester City.
Leicester City is correct. Well done. Right, 2-1. Itumbeni, we go now to world news. What is the capital of New Zealand? Five seconds. Have a guess. A city in New Zealand. Have a guess.
Pass.
Pass. Victoria Park.
Wellington.
Wellington is correct. Well done. World News, Victoria Park to take the lead. What is the name of the river that flows through Paris? Five seconds. Name of the river. Have a guess.
The Seine.
We'll take that. The Seine River is correct. Well done. National news now for Itumbeni. Which top police official was suspended in April by President Cyril Ramaphosa over his alleged involvement in a controversial 360 million rand tender? Which top police official was suspended?
General Fani Masemola.
That is correct. Fani Mosamola. Well done. Victoria Park in national news. What is the name of the South African non-profit organization that focuses specifically on the interests of Afrikaners? It's linked to the Solidarity Trade Union as a hint. The name of the South African non-profit organization that focuses specifically on the interests of Afrikaners. Five seconds. Name of the NPO. Any guess?
Pass.
Passing. Itumbeni, over we go.
South African Solidarity Union.
I also thought that, but that is incorrect. It is AfriForum. AfriForum is the correct answer. Right, 3-all. Itumbeni, we go to sport. Who won the Madrid Open men's tennis tournament in early May? Who won the Madrid Open men's tennis tournament in early May?
Yannick Sinner.
Yeah, because he wins everything these days. Yannick Sinner is correct. Well done. Yeah, can someone else win for a chance? Yes. I'm not sour about it. Right, sports question, Victoria Park. Which country's men's soccer team is officially nicknamed the Socceroos?
Australia.
That is correct. Australia. Well done. Just a reminder for those in the audience, please do not call out the answer. Okay? Those of you at home, you can scream as much as you want. All right. Right, it is 4-all. We go to local news now for Itumbeni. What is Lieutenant General Vuyisile Mkhala's new job in the Eastern Cape? What is Lieutenant General Vuyisile Mkhala's new job in the Eastern Cape?
Nelson Mandela Bay manager.
Sorry, just repeat for me.
Nelson Mandela Bay manager.
Oh, Nelson Mandela Bay manager. Yeah, we wish we had a manager. That is incorrect, unfortunately. Victoria Park.
He's a general commissioner.
That is incorrect. He is the police commissioner. Police commissioner. You happy with that? Okay, thank you. Right, still 4-all. Victoria Park, local news. In which high-profile politician's gun trial was Toinette Olivier the magistrate?
Julius Malema.
Julius Malema is correct. Well done. We go to leisure, Itumbeni. Media personality William Lehong has launched a new AI-generated singer. What is her name? Five seconds on the bell.
Stacy.
Stacy. Nice name, but it is incorrect. Victoria Park for a steal.
Olga.
Olga is correct. Well done. Olga. Victoria Park, your leisure question. Which global day is held annually by UNESCO to promote reading and publishing?
World Book Day.
World Book Day is correct. Well done. Right, 7-4, still a long way to go still. World news now, Itumbeni. Which country is known as the land of the rising sun? Five seconds. Which country? Have a guess?
China.
China is incorrect. Victoria Park for a steal?
Japan.
Japan is correct. Victoria Park in World News. How long is a presidential term in America?
Four years.
4 years is correct. Well done, Victoria Park. All right, it is 9:04. Local news for Itumbeni. In which city will you find the Leandre Baby Lee Jekylls Recreational Park? Making me work here. In which city will you find the Leandre Baby Lee Jekylls Recreational Park? In which city? Five seconds. I'm looking for the name of the city.
Knysna.
Knysna is incorrect. Victoria Park?
Grahamstown.
Grahamstown is incorrect. It is East London or Kugompo City. Local news for Victoria Park. Which Eastern Cape town or city is also known as the City of Saints?
Makanda.
Makanda is correct. Well done.
Grahamstown.
Yeah. Basically, your wrong answer from the previous question. So there we go. Well done. 10 points for Victoria Park. Very impressive. Well done. Itumbeni, your final question in sport. Chelsea Football Club sacked their manager in April after a catastrophic few months in the role. What was his name? Liam Rosnier. I'll accept. Well done. Thank you, Itumbeni. And Victoria Park, to finish the round, what was the final score in the Soweto derby held on the 26th of April? In April 26. What was the final score in the Soweto derby held on April 26? Five seconds. Have a guess at the score.
We're just going to guess. 1-0.
1-0 is incorrect. Itumbeni, the score at Soweto derby was?
1-1.
1-1 is correct. Itumbeni on 6 points. It's the end of the road. Well done to you. Victoria Park, you'll take on Woolhope in the next round. Well done, Victoria Park. Next up, we've got Nazruddin Islamic School taking on Warmer High School. Please make your way to the stage. For those of you viewing online, there's a scoreboard here of all of our schools that have participated. So our first quarterfinal, which will take place this morning, is now confirmed. So it's Woolhope Secondary School and Victoria Park School who will battle it out for a place in next week's semi-finals. Joining us up now in the red corner, we've got Nazruddin Islamic School, who had a very solid first week. And they'll be taking on one of our usual top contenders, Warmer High School, with some familiar faces. Welcome back to Warmer High School and to Nazruddin Islamic School. Right, we're going to start in the blue corner with sport. Here we go for a place in the quarterfinals. Warmer High School. In which province of South Africa will you find the Solomon Mahlangu Stadium? In which province?
Is it Eastern Cape?
Eastern Cape is incorrect. Nazruddin, a guess. In which province? Have a go.
Gauteng.
Gauteng is incorrect. It is Mpumalanga. Sports question for Nazruddin. Which country's national team are the current Olympic champions in the men's 4x100 meter relay? Which country's national team are the current Olympic champions in the men's 4x100 meter relay? Five seconds. I need the name of the country.
United States.
United States is a good guess. It is incorrect for a steel, Walmer High School.
Canada.
Canada is correct. Well done. World News, Walmer High School. What crime is American Cole Thomas Allen accused of trying to commit at the end of April?
Can you repeat the question?
I'll repeat. What crime is American Cole Thomas Allen accused of trying to commit at the end of April? Five seconds.
Possession of an illegal firearm.
Illegal firearm possession is incorrect. Nazruddin for a steal.
Murder.
Are you a fictional story reader? Murder. I need to know specifically who he was trying to murder. I'll give you a chance quickly, but I need an answer now. No. Assassination of Donald Trump, the American president, is what he was accused of. Nazruddin, in World News, how long is a presidential term in South Africa?
4 years.
4 years is incorrect.
5 years.
5 years is correct. Well done, Walmer High School. Long way to go. Let's go to national news. Deep breath. Here we go. Who is South Africa's acting police minister while Senzo Mchunu remains under suspension?
Feroz Kokaila.
Feroz Kakalia. You will take it. Well done. National news question for Nazruddin. In what year was the proclamation of South Africa's new national anthem and flag issued? In what year?
1994.
1994 is correct. Well done. On to leisure for Walmer High School. Which famous possession of the late US singer Michael Jackson went on auction in Paris in April? What famous possession?
His glove.
It was his glove. That is correct. Swarovski crystal glove is what it was. Leisure question for Nazruddin. Which South African town hosts the annual KKNK Arts Festival? Which South African town hosts the annual KKNK Arts Festival?
King Williamstown.
King Williamstown is incorrect.
I think it is Neisner.
Neisner is incorrect. It is Oudtshoorn. Oudtshoorn. KKNK is the Klein Karoo National Kunstefees. I was... Car in car, all right. Could the guy with the deep voice just say car in car, please? We just want to hear your voice now all the time, yeah. All right, let's move on. It is 4-1 to Walmer High. Long way to go, Nazruddin. You're still in this. Let's go to sport. Walmer High School. What nationality is the football player Erling Haaland?
Norway.
Norway or Norwegian is correct. Well done. He's just keeping them all cool. He's just, I've got this. Nazruddin, your sports question. Where in Gqeberha was the finish line of the Isuzu Ironman SA African Championships in April? Where was the finish line? Five seconds. Where in the bay was the finish line? Have a guess.
Kings Beach.
Kings Beach is incorrect. Warmer High School.
Newton Park.
Newton Park is incorrect. It was Hobie Beach. Hobie Beach at the pier was where the finish line was. Local news. It's still 5-1 to Warmer High. Local news. Which Nelson Mandela Bay Hospital had to halt orthopedic operations after it ran out of surgical implants in April?
It is Dorankidza.
That is incorrect. Nazruddin, you need this. Which Nelson Mandela Bay Hospital had to halt orthopedic operations after it ran out of surgical implants in April? Your answer, please. Have a guess.
Livingston.
That is a good guess. Well done. And your question now in local news. Senior Eastern Cape government official Sive Kupelo is accused of faking his matric certificate to land his job. Don't get ideas here. In which department does he work? Senior Eastern Cape official Sizwe Kupelo is accused of faking his matric certificate to land his job. In which department does he work? Five seconds. I'm looking for the name of the department. Have a guess.
Department of Finance.
Department of Finance is incorrect. Warmer High School for a steal.
Is it health?
It is Health Department. Well done. In business for Warmer High School, which online retailer was founded by Jeff Bezos in 1994?
Amazon.
Amazon, amazing. Well done, yes. Nazruddin, in business, in which country will you find the Nikkei stock index? Nikkei. In which country will you find the Nikkei stock index? I'm looking for the name of the country. Five seconds. Name of the country.
Germany.
Germany is incorrect. Warmer High School, have a guess. The name of the country is?
I think it is Zambia.
Zambia is incorrect. It is Japan, the Nikkei stock index. Leisure question now, Warmer High School. The Russian film director Pavel Talenkin lost a very important object while he was flying to Germany. What was this item?
It was his Oscar statuette.
He lost his Oscar statue. That is correct. Well done. How do you lose an Oscar? Huh? It's a big thing. Nazruddin, in leisure. In which South African city will the annual Joy of Jazz Festival take place in September? Joy of Jazz. Which South African city? 5 seconds. Pick a city. SA City, Joy of Jazz Festival. Which one?
Johannesburg.
Johannesburg is correct. Well done. Warmer High School, your sports question. Which country's national team did the Protea women's cricket team beat in a 5-match T20 series in April? Which country's national team did the Protea women's cricket team beat in a 5-match T20 international series in April?
India.
India is correct. Well done, Warmer High School. Nazruddin, which country in Africa does the soccer team Wydad AC come from? Which country in Africa does the soccer team Wydad AC come from? Five seconds. Have a guess. A country in Africa I'm looking for.
Egypt.
Egypt is incorrect. Warmer High School, Wydad is from?
Morocco.
Morocco is correct. Well done. And your final question, Warmer High School. In what year did Britain's Queen Elizabeth die?
2022.
2022 is correct. Well done. And Nazruddin, to finish the round, what is the name of the former British royal who was embroiled in the Jeffrey Epstein scandal?
I know this guy. Okay, I know. One of the
The name of the former British royal.
King Edward.
King Edward is incorrect. Warmer High School? Any guess?
Prince Andrew.
Prince Andrew is correct. Warmer High School, you are through to the next round. Nazruddin, thank you so much for joining us. It's the end of the road. Right, it is a titanic battle up next, ladies and gentlemen. Two former champions to the stage, please. Uitenhage High School and Theodore Herzl. Let's go. Well done, guys. Hey. Thank you. Right, well done to Warmer High School. They await the winner of this round in the quarterfinals a little bit later on this morning. Uitenhage High School, wonderful to see you guys. Our previous champions, not last year, the previous year. And we're sorry to have just 3 of them here. Unfortunately, the 4th, who was part of the team with the floods, just too much damage to their home, so unable to be with us. So thoughts and prayers with them. So all the best to Uitenhage. And of course, they are taking on our defending champions, Theodore Herzl, who've had a rocky road this year. They were down in all of their matches, like down. And then they came back and fought, and here they are, as they did last year. So Theodore Herzl, great to have you with us. Here we go for a place in the quarterfinals to take on Warmer High School. We'll start with Theodore Herzl. If we just ask everyone in the venue just to sit, please. Thank you. Right, Theodore, we'll start with you and Leisure. Who plays Wednesday Addams in the Netflix series Wednesday?
Jenna Ortega.
Jenna Ortega is correct. Well done. Don't fight over the microphone. Okay, share nicely. Leisure question for Uitenhage High School. Who plays L or 11 in the Netflix series Stranger Things?
Millie Bobby Brown.
Millie Bobby Brown. That is correct. Well done. Good start, good start. Here we go. Sports question for Theodore. In the context of contact sports, what does IBA stand for? In the context of contact sports. In the context of contact sports, what does IBA stand for? Five seconds. IBA.
Injury by accident.
Injury by accident is incorrect. Uteneg?
International Boxing Association.
That is correct. International Boxing Association. Must be a boxer. Your sports question, Uteneg. With which sport would you associate the South African Annelie Dirksen? With which sport?
Surfing.
Surfing is incorrect. Theodore Herzl for a steal. In which sport would you associate the South African Annelie Dirksen?
Running.
Running is incorrect. Annelie Dirksen is a brilliant cricketer for the Proteas. Right, 2-1 to Uteneg. We move now to world news. Long way to go. In which country did the 2025 Bondi Beach Islamic State-inspired terrorist attack take place? In which country?
Australia.
Australia is correct. Well done. Uteneg High School. What is the name of the deadly virus that broke out on a cruise ship bound for Cape Verde earlier this month?
Hantavirus.
Hantavirus is correct. Well done. Less anticipation from the audience. Thank you. Right. Business question for Theodore. In which province is the manganese mined that is then transported to Becha for eventual export? In which province is the manganese mined that's messing up our streets? Just a little dig on the side there. Five seconds. I'm going to name of the province, please.
Northern Cape.
Is that your guess, Northern Cape? It's a good guess. Well done. Northern Cape is correct. Uteneg High School in business. Which motoring brand has recreated an iconic 1980s South African TV advert in which the staff posed in the shape of the company's logo? Which motoring brand?
Volkswagen.
Yeah, that is correct. Yeah. If you didn't get that right, then I wouldn't have gone back to Uteneg today. It literally happened outside your house. Well done. Right, 4-3, Theodore. Leisure question. Which South African actress won an Oscar for her role in the movie Monster? Quiet, please.
Charlize Theron.
That is correct, Charlize Theron. Well done. One of only 44 people who speak Afrikaans in the world. Anyway. Some of you got that joke. Leisure question for you today. It's for all. Which American singer was the lead actress in the 2018 movie A Star is Born?
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga is correct. Well done. Is this the guessing round? Is that what's going on here? Theodore Herzl, sports question. Which country in Africa does the renowned football goalkeeper Stanley Wabali come from? Five seconds. I'm looking for the name of the country in Africa.
Ghana.
Ghana is incorrect. Utanega, guess, Steele?
Nigeria.
That is correct answer. Nigeria. Your sports question, Utaneg. Which former All Black rugby coach is now coaching for the Barbarians?
John Barrett.
John Barrett is an interesting guess. It is incorrect. And so Theodore Herzl for a steal. The coach, the former All Black rugby coach, now coaching the Barbarians, is... I need an answer.
Jake White.
Jake White is incorrect. It is Scott Robinson. Scott Robinson. Theodore Herzl, we go to national news. On which date will the upcoming local government elections be held?
November 4th.
November the 4th is correct. Well done. Utenega High School, national news. By what abbreviation is the Police and Prisons Civil Rights Union better known?
Pop Crew.
Pop Crew is correct. Well done. Theodore Herzl, in sport. Which team will Manchester City play against in the FA Cup final in Britain? Let me finish the question. On May 16.
Chelsea.
Chelsea is correct. Well done. Utenega High School. In which city in the UK is the Chelsea Football Club based?
London.
London is correct. Well done. Right, 8-6. There are 4 points left. We go now to world news. Theodore Herzl. In which South American country did Leo spend many years as a missionary before he became the Pope?
Peru.
Peru is correct. Well done. Utenega High School. In world news, who is Friedrich Merz?
The Chancellor of Germany.
He is the Chancellor of Germany. Right, 9-7, 2 points left up for grabs. We go now to sport and Theodore Herzl. You need this one. In which Eastern Cape town was Springbok coach Rassie Erasmus born?
Dispatch.
Dispatch is correct. Well done. And so, in my hand, I have the final question. It is sad to see one of these two teams go. So, Uteneg, you have the first opportunity. Your sports question is this. What does IOC stand for?
International Olympic Committee.
That is the correct answer. Theodore Herzl, I'm afraid that's the end of the road. You've been amazing as our defending champions. Thank you so much. But through to the quarterfinals, Warmer High School. playing Warmer High School. Uitenhage, there we go. Wow, well done. It's going to be Uitenhage High School against Warmer High School in the next round. Well done, guys. Thank you, Theodore. You've been amazing. Thank you. So there we go. We've got our first set of quarterfinals taking place this afternoon. As we can see on the board there, Woolhope Secondary School will be taking on Victoria Park High School, and Warmer High School knocking out our defending champions was Theodore. It's Uitenhage High School versus Warmer High School in that half of the draw. Right, time for us to go to our bottom half. Remember, one of those 4 teams will be a finalist for the 2026 Herald Isuzu Schools Quiz. Now, to our very first winners, Alexander Road High School, and they'll take on one of our newcomers, Urban Academy Private School. Let's go. Right, here we go. We move to the bottom half of the draw, and we have another team, unfortunately, heavily affected by the floods. So Urban Academy is the 3-lady team, although you do win the prize for the most badges on a blazer. Could you just stand up for us so they can just see your badges there? Thank you. I mean, that thing must weigh a ton. Well done, Urban Academy. A fantastic week last week, and all the best. And you are taking on our very first winners of the Schools Quiz, Alexander Road High School, in a new look team this year. So all the best, guys. Here we go. We'll start with you and business for a place in the quarterfinals. What is South Africa's largest retail bank in terms of digital clients?
Capitec.
Capitec is correct. Well done. Urban Academy. Where will the port of Gqeberha's manganese terminal move to in 2030 or 2031? Where will the manganese terminal move to? Five seconds. Yes.
Cape Town.
Cape Town is incorrect. Alexander Road High School for a steal.
Kucha.
Kucha is correct. Well done. And for those of us who've lived in P a long time, can we frame this card, please, to hold them to it? Hey? They've been promising for 50 years. Not that I'm that old, but anyway. Moving on. World news now. Long way to go. Alexander Road High School. Of which country in southern Africa is Daniel Chapo the president? I will repeat. Of which country in southern Africa is Daniel Chapo, C-H-A-P-O, the president? Five seconds. I need the name of the southern African country.
Mozambique.
Mozambique is correct. Well done. So let's keep the applause going. I know some schools have left, although we would like you to please remain seated so we can support all the schools through this round. So let's keep the clapping going. Urban Academy, your question in world news. In which country in Europe will you find the city of Valladolid? Valladolid. In which country in Europe? Yes, I'll repeat the question because you're making me say this again. In which country in Europe will you find the city of Valladolid? Valladolid. I'm looking for the name of the country in Europe. Five seconds.
Italy.
Italy is incorrect. For a steal, Alexander Road High School.
Belgium.
Belgium is incorrect. It is Spain. Valladolid is in Spain, in the news this week. Right, sports question for Alex, 3-0 lead at the moment. In the context of sports leagues, what does the abbreviation URC stand for?
United Rugby Championship.
United Rugby Championship is correct. Well done. Urban Academy. Which South American city hosted the 2016 Summer Olympics? Yes.
Pass.
Pass. You're not going to have a guess? All right. Alexander Road High School?
Rio de Janeiro.
Rio de Janeiro is correct. Well done. National news for Alexander Road High School. What is Sisisi Tolashe, South Africa's Minister of? What is Sisisi Tolashe, South African Minister of? 5 seconds. Minister of
Governance and Cooperation.
Governance and Cooperation is incorrect. For a steal,
Education.
education is incorrect. She is social development. Social development. Sisisi social development. National news question for Urban Academy. Which group of people in South Africa is Operation Dodula opposed to? – 5 seconds. Passing. Alexander at high school?
Foreigners.
Foreigners is correct. Well done. Yes, keep going with the clapping. There we go. There we go. Okay. No need to scream. Just nice clapping. Thank you. Right, world news. Long way to go still, Erdem Academy. You in this? Here we go. World news for Alex. What is the name of the disgraced former British ambassador to the US who had close ties to Jeffrey Epstein? I repeat the question. What is the name of the disgraced former British ambassador to the US who had close ties to Jeffrey Epstein? Five seconds to go. An answer on the bell, please.
Richard Bell.
Richard Bell is a good bell answer there, but it is incorrect. Urban Academy, and thank you for guessing. Any ideas?
Keir Starmer.
Keir Starmer is incorrect. It was Peter Mandelson, or Lord Mandelson was the correct answer. Urban Academy in world news. Of which country in East Asia is Lau Ching-te the president?
China.
China is incorrect. Alexandra at high school?
Taiwan.
Taiwan is correct. Well done. Alexandra at high school, your sports question. Which international player received the Young Sportsperson of the Year at the Laureus World Sports Awards? Which international player received the Young Sportsperson of the Year award at the Laureus World Sports Awards?
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams is incorrect. Urban Academy for a steal. Any young person, you're passing. It was Lamine Yamal was the correct answer. Lamine Yamal. Urban Academy. Sports question. Which city in Asia hosted the 2020 Summer Olympics? A city in Asia.
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong was incorrect. Alexandra at high school?
Tokyo.
Tokyo is correct. Well done. Alexandra at high school in leisure. Which prestigious annual deep sea fishing competition took place in the bay in April? Which prestigious annual deep sea fishing competition took place in the bay in April? Five seconds. You know any deep sea fishing competitions? Passing. Urban Academy, any, not fishermen, fishing ladies? The Tuna Classic. The Tuna Classic was what we were looking for. Leisure question for Urban Academy. Which popular American actor got into hot water in March for suggesting that opera and ballet are dying art forms? Give me the surname.
Chalamet.
Chalamet, I'll accept. Well done, Timothy Chalamet. Business question now for Alex. In which country did the car brand Porsche originate?
Germany.
Germany is correct. Well done. Sorry about that poor clapping. I really am sorry about that. Business question for Urban Academy. Which company owns and developed ChatGPT? Which company owns and developed ChatGPT?
Microsoft.
Microsoft is incorrect. Alexandra at high school?
Navida.
La Vida Loca. What?
Navida.
Navida is incorrect. It's OpenAI. OpenAI is what we were looking for. Right, 2 questions left each. We'll go to world news for Alex. Which political party does Britain's Sir Keir Starmer represent? Which political party does Britain's Sir Keir Starmer represent? Five seconds. Which political party? Have a guess?
DA.
The DA is incorrect. Urban Academy? I need an immediate answer from you.
ANC.
ANC is incorrect. Of course, it's a British party. It is the Labour Party we were looking for, the Labour Party. World News Urban Academy, on which continent will you find the ECOWAS group of countries? ECOWAS. On which continent will you find these group of countries?
Europe.
Europe is incorrect. Alexander Road High School.
Asia.
Asia is incorrect. It is Africa. It stands for the Economic Community of West African States. And to finish the round, and it's important that we finish the round because a question may be repeated in the finals. So it's important to stay listening. Sports question to finish the round, to take you to 10 points, Alex. Which country does the reigning 200-meter Olympic men's champion Letsile Tebogo come from? Which country?
South Africa.
South Africa is incorrect. Urban Academy. Which country is he from? Have a guess?
Canada.
Canada is incorrect. He's from Botswana. And to finish the round, Urban Academy, which rugby union team won the inaugural United Rugby Championship final in 2022? Which rugby union team won the inaugural URC or United Rugby Championship final in 2022? Which team won?
Stormers.
That is the correct answer. The Stormers. Well done. Always tough with only three, but ladies, for Urban Academy, we so appreciate you joining us and thank you. It's the end of the road for you. And through to the quarterfinals, please, a big round of applause for Alexander Road High School. So, who will Alex face? It's the winner of the next round. Please, to the stage, can we have Sanctor High School and Pearson High School? Let's go. Hello, ladies. Hello. All matrix, eh? You can see by that? Right, so well done, Alexander Road High School, and they will face the winner of this next round, our very exciting young team from Sanctor High School. They've had a great opening 2 rounds. Well done to the team. And they'll take on a team that did exceptionally well last year. They came 4th. It's the all-matric, all-prefect team from Pearson High School. So if you're not sitting nicely, they're going to come and talk to you. All right, the prefects. Right, here we go. For a place in the quarterfinals to take on Alexander Road High School, we'll start with Pearson and Leisure. Which legendary American action and movie actor and martial arts expert died in March of 2026? Five seconds.
Chuck Norris.
Yeah, that is correct. Chuck Norris. If you didn't get that right, he would have punched you from his death. Chuck Norris. Right. Sanctor High School to get on the board. Leisure question. Which South African entertainer hosted America's The Daily Show from 2015 to 2022?
Trevor Noah.
Trevor Noah is correct. Well done. 1-1. That's enough. That's enough. World news now for Pearson. What is the name of the UK-founded environmental movement that fights climate change? They had activists protesting outside Parliament in Cape Town in April. The name of the UK-funded environmental movement that fights climate change. Five seconds. The name of the UK-funded movement.
Greenpeace.
Greenpeace is incorrect. Sancta High School for a steal.
United Nations Environmental Program.
That's a good guess, but it is not the correct answer. It is Extinction Rebellion was what we were looking for. Extinction Rebellion. Sancta High School, your world news question. What is the capital of Zambia? Five seconds. Right, an answer on the bell, please.
Jakarta.
Jakarta is incorrect. Pearson for a steal. The capital of Zambia is Lusaka. Lusaka is what we were looking for. Right, 1-1. We go now to sport. Pearson. Marta Kostyuk won the women's tournament at the Madrid Open in early May. Which country is she from? Yes.
Belarus.
Belarus is incorrect. A guess?
Ukraine.
Is correct. Well done, the Ukraine. Sancto High School, sports question. At which stadium was the Soweto Derby played in April?
FNB Stadium.
The FNB Stadium is correct. Well done. World news for Pearson. In which country on the border of Europe and Asia will the Junior World Rugby Championships be held later this year? Right, your answer? Turkey is incorrect. Sancto, a guess? The country on the border of Europe and Asia? A guess? No. The answer is Georgia. Georgia was the correct answer. World news for Sancto. What is the name of the late President Robert Mugabe's son who was deported from South Africa because of a firearms charge? What is his name? Five seconds. Name of the son on the bell, please. Guess a name. No guests. Pearson High School.
Philip Mugabe.
Philip is incorrect. It is Bellarmine. Bellarmine. Always remember his name has got the word mine in it. Bellarmine. Remember that. Right, 3-1 to Sancto. Long way to go. Let's go to leisure now for Pearson. Which Caribbean island does the singer Bad Bunny come from?
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico is correct. Nice accent there, hey? Leisure question for Sanctor. Which fictional city is the home city of the DC Comics character Batman?
Gotham City.
Gotham City is correct. Well done. You don't have to put your hand up though. But thank you. I appreciate that. Right, 4-2, Pearson, we go to world news. What is the name of the specially adapted vehicle used by the Pope for public appearances? What is the name of the specially adapted vehicle?
The Pope Mobile.
The Pope Mobile is correct. Yo. Sanctor High School. Who was the Pope before Pope Leo?
Pope Francis.
Pope Francis is correct. Well done. Sports question for Pearson. In which province of South Africa is the PSL football club Baroka FC based? In which province of South Africa is PSL football club Baroka FC based? Five seconds. I'm looking for the name of the province. Have a guess.
Gauteng.
Gauteng is incorrect. Sanctor
KwaZulu-Natal.
is incorrect. It is Limpopo. Limpopo. Baroka is all the way up north. Sanctor High School, your sports question. Which country's national cricket team won the men's T20 World Cup in March?
India.
Just repeat.
India.
That is the correct answer. India. Well done. Right. Long way to go still here, Pearson. Let's go to national news. What is the name of Sia Khaleesi's ex-wife?
Rachel Khaleesi.
Yeah, that is correct. Thank you, everybody. Rachel Khaleesi. Well done. Sanctor High School in national news. Under which act were groups of people forcibly moved to racially segregated areas during apartheid? Under which act? Five seconds, here comes the bell. Your answer?
The Racial Segregational Act.
The Racial Segregation Act is incorrect. Pearson, for a steal.
The Group Areas Act.
That is the correct answer, the Group Areas Act. Right, 1 point between our teams, and I've got 4 points up for grabs. We go now to world news, Pearson. Which famous tomb was discovered in Egypt in 1922 by the archaeologist Howard Carter and a team of local Egyptians? Which famous tomb? Yes.
The tomb of Tutankhamun.
The tomb of Tutankhamun is correct. To tie the match, well done. Sanctor High School. In world news, what is the name of the late Zimbabwean President Robert Mugabe's wife?
Grace Mugabe.
Grace Mugabe is correct. Well done. 7-6 to Sanctor. Final question. And it is sport. For Pearson High School, you need the answer here. Which South African football club won the Nedbank Cup final on the 2nd of May? Which South African football club won the Nedbank Cup final on the 2nd of May? Your answer.
Mamelodi Sundowns.
Mamelodi Sundowns is incorrect. Sanctor High School to win the match.
Durban City.
Durban City is the correct answer. And to finish the round, in which Eastern Cape city is the club rugby team the Harlequins based? In which Eastern Cape town is Harlequins based?
Kugompo City.
Kugompo City is incorrect, Pearson. Just to make the finish line even more impressive. Which city is Harlequins based?
Grahamstown.
Grahamstown is incorrect. They're, of course, based here in Nelson Mandela Bay. But nonetheless, Pearson, well done. You guys are incredible. But it is the end of the road. We wish you all the best to our matrics. But Sanctor High School, we'll see you in the next round. So there we go. Sanctor High School will take on Alexander Road High School in the next round. And we have now just 2 spots left in the quarterfinals. And here we go. Stedin College will take on Bethelsdorp High School. Please make your way to the stage. Right, here we go. Stedin College, who've been steadily improving year on year. And well done. They're through to the last 16. And rearranging their order here, Bethelsdorp, who snuck through last week in a big match. It was a tiebreaker that got them through. So well done, guys. Here we go. Don't break the table. Right, here we go. Red on red and blue on blue. Thank you, Tara. Here we go. Sports question for a place in the quarterfinals. We'll start with Bethelsdorp. Which Betway Premiership soccer team does Oswin Apollos currently play for?
Stellenbosch.
Stellenbosch FC is incorrect. Stedin College for a steal?
Orlando Pirates.
Orlando Pirates is correct. Well done. Stedin College, in which city will you find the Roland Garros Tennis Stadium? In which city?
In Cape Town.
Cape Town is incorrect. Bethelsdorp?
Johannesburg.
Johannesburg is incorrect. Roland Garros is the French Open, and that is Paris that we were looking for. Paris. The Paris in France, not the Paris in the Free State. All right. Bethelsdorp, national news. In what year was Afrikaans declared an official language in South Africa? And I'm going to give you 3 options to choose from. 1725, 1825, or 1925? In what year was Afrikaans declared an official language in South Africa? Yes?
1825.
1825 is incorrect. Stedin?
1925.
1925 is correct. Well done. National news question for Stedin College. What is Buti Manamela, South Africa's national minister of? Buti Manamela, national minister of? Five seconds. Minister of?
Social Development.
Social Development is incorrect. Bethelsdorp for a steal. Minister of? I need an answer, please, if you'd like the steal. No? It's higher education and training. Higher education and training. 2-0 to Stedin. We go now to sport. Which country in the Middle East hosted the 2022 FIFA Soccer World Cup?
Qatar.
Qatar is correct. Well done. Sports question for Stedin College. In which South African city will you find the Athlone Stadium? In which South African city? Bloemfontein is incorrect. Bethelsdorp?
Cape Town.
Cape Town is correct. Well done. And just like that, the match is tied at 2-2 as we go to business. Bethelsdorp. Which South African funding agency for students has been placed under administration for the third time? Yes, I can repeat. Which South African funding agency for students has been placed under administration for the third time? NSFAS, or National Student Financial Aid Scheme, is correct. Well done. Stedin College. Which country is South Africa's largest trading partner?
China.
China is correct. Well done. Right, neck and neck, 3-3. We go to sport for Bethelsdorp. Which country's national team are the leaders in the Under-20 Rugby Championship, which ends today?
Springboks.
You'll accept it. So remember, just think about it as well. Okay, so we are going to accept it. It is the junior box or the baby box. Springboks, we're going to accept. Well done, Bethelsdorp. If you're wondering online why I'm accepting it, because just behind you is my moderator, Louise, who gives me the thumbs up or a... No, so I listen to her. All right. Stedin College, your sports question. Which Bafana soccer player went to Galvindale Primary School and launched his foundation there in 2024? Just calm down, Bethelsdorp. He went to Galvindale, not Bethelsdorp. Okay. Which Bafana soccer player went to Galvindale Primary School and launched his foundation there in 2024? 5 seconds. I'm going to need an answer on the bell, please. Stedin College. Right, have a go.
Rowan Williams.
That is the correct answer. Ronwin Williams. Oh, you gave him the answer. Now, that was our first bump. You guys want to fix Right, 4-4. Here we go. Leisure for Bethelsdorp. Who wrote Lord of the Rings? Five seconds. On the bell, have an answer? No answer there. Stedin College, Lord of the Rings was written by Tolkien. J.R.R. Tolkien was the answer. Leisure question for Stedin College. Which country does the party island of Ibiza belong to? Which country does the party island of Ibiza belong to? What's the name of the country?
Mauritius.
Mauritius is incorrect. Bethelsdorp, the party country of Ibiza belongs to, I need an answer please. Have a guess?
Madagascar.
Madagascar is incorrect. Of course, I'm glad to see that none of you are partying animals because Ibiza is part of Spain, of course, Spain. Still 4-all. Sports question now for Bethelsdorp. In which South African city will the first leg of the CAF Champions League final take place in May? In which South African city will the first leg of the CAF Champions League final take place in May? Looking for the name of the city. Yes. Yes.
Cape Town.
Cape Town is incorrect. Stedin College.
Johannesburg.
Johannesburg is close, but not correct. It is Pretoria. Pretoria. Stedin College, your sports question. Which soccer team won the Eastern Cape ABC Motsepe League title in April? Which soccer team won the Eastern Cape ABC Motsepe League title in April? Five seconds.
Is it Old Grey?
Old Grey is incorrect. Bethelsdorp? Who beat Old Grey in that final?
Kaizer Chiefs.
Not Kaizer Chiefs. It's FC Ravens. FC Ravens was the correct answer. Still 4-all. Local news. Bethelsdorp. By what common name is an animal called the rock hyrax better known? By what common name is an animal called the rock hyrax better known? Five seconds. Name an animal.
Rhino.
Rhino is incorrect. Stedin College, common name is the?
Elephant.
Elephant? No, it is the dussie. The dussie. The rock dussie. He sits there in the sun and marinates like we wish we were doing. Local news question for Stedin, still 4-all. What is the new name of the Eastern Cape town of Graaff-Reinet?
Robert Sobukwe Town.
Robert Sobukwe Town is correct. Well done. Right, here we go. 4 questions left. Bethelsdorp, it's sport. Which Formula One driver won the Miami Grand Prix at the beginning of May? Which Formula One driver won the Miami Grand Prix at the beginning of May?
Oscar Priestri.
Please repeat the answer.
Oscar Priestri.
Oscar Piastri is incorrect. Staten College for a steal. Who won the Miami Grand Prix? I need an immediate answer.
Charles Leclerc.
Charles Leclerc is incorrect. It was Kimi Antonelli that won the Grand Prix. Kimi Antonelli. Staten College in sport. With which sport would you associate the Eastern Cape sportsman Azinga Fuzele?
Boxing.
That is the correct answer. Well done. 6-4 Bethelsdorp. I've got 2 points left in my hands. You're 2 points behind. You need these. And we'll go to sport. Your final question. What nationality was this year's overall men's winner of the Isuzu Ironman SA African Championships? What nationality was he? The men's winner. I'm looking for his nationality.
Should we just go France?
5 seconds.
France.
You think he was French? That is incorrect. Staten College to win the match. His nationality was?
German.
German is incorrect. He was American. And to finish the match, Staten College, who have a 2-point lead and 1 point up for grabs, with which sport would you associate Makaya and Tini? With which sport would you associate Makaya and Tini? Yes, ma'am?
Cricket.
That is the correct answer. And Staten College, you are through to the quarterfinals. And Bethelsdorp, I'm afraid it's the end of the road, but thank you so much and well done. Well done to Staten College. And who will they be up against? We're about to find out because, please, to the stage, could we ask Brylan Independent Learning Center and Nico Milan, let's go. All right, well done to Staten College, and we look forward to seeing you in the next round, the quarterfinals. Who will you be up against? We're about to find out because the pool with the best swimming pool in town, Brylan Independent Learning Center, in the red corner. Well done, guys, on getting this far. They were taking on Nico Milan, a school that was in the very first final, and well done in your fantastic week. Right, we'll start with you for a place against Staten College in the quarterfinals taking place in a short while, so stay with us still for that. We'll start with world news. Nico Milan, here we go. In what year did the war between Israel and Hamas start in Gaza? In what year did the war between Israel and Hamas start in Gaza?
(2022).
2022 is incorrect. Brylan for a steal.
2023.
2023 is correct. Well done. Good start. Your world news question, Brylan. Which woman served as U.S. Attorney General before Donald Trump replaced her in April of 2026? 5 seconds. Ooh. On the bell, have a go. Her name was?
Pass.
Pass is incorrect. Nico Milan, her name, have a guess?
Catherine Leonard.
Catherine Len, thank you for guessing. Pam Bondi was what we were looking for. Pam Bondi. Right, we go to sport. Nico Milan. By what name was South Africa's Motsepe Foundation Championship previously known? By what name was South Africa's Motsepe Foundation Championship previously known? Five seconds.
Pass.
Passing to Brylan. It was known as the, any guesses?
Gauteng Championship.
Gauteng Championship, thank you for guessing. It is not, it is the National First Division, or the NFD, National First Division. Brylan, your sports question, who is the head coach of Stellenbosch Football Club? Who is the head coach of Stellenbosch Football Club? Five seconds. Right, have a guess.
Robin Springer.
Robin Springer is incorrect. Nico Milan, the head coach of Stellenbosch, is?
Pass.
Pass is incorrect. Gavin Hunt is what we were looking for. Gavin Hunt. Right, it's 1-0 to Brylan. We go to leisure. Nico Milan. One of Taylor Swift's concerts in Europe was cancelled in 2024 because of a terror threat. In which city was the concert going to be held?
London.
London is incorrect. Brylan, the city in Europe. Any guesses?
Paris.
Paris, thank you for guessing. It's not Paris, it was Vienna. Vienna. Leisure question for Brylan. At which Naberga beach was the Splash Festival held over Easter? At which beach?
King's Beach.
King's Beach is correct. Well done. Nico Milan, your question in business. Which state-owned enterprise operates the manganese terminal in the port of Naberga? Which state-owned enterprise? Five seconds. State-owned enterprise?
Pass.
Pass. Yes, rather. Brylan
Transnet.
is correct. Transnet. Well done. Brylan, your question in business. The PIC is owned by the South African government. It's one of Africa's biggest asset managers. What does PIC stand for? Five seconds. PIC, have a guess.
Public Insurance Company.
Public insurance company. That's a good guess, but it is incorrect. Nico Milan, PIC stands for?
People's International Congress.
People's International something, yeah. Public Investment Corporation is what we were looking for. Right, it's 3-0. Nico Milan, we go to sport. In which Scottish city will you find the Scottstown Stadium? Scottstown Stadium. In which Scottish city?
Glasgow.
Glasgow is correct, and you're on the board. Well done. Sports question for Brylan. What is the name of Mark Marquez's brother, who also takes part in MotoGP racing? What is the name of Mark Marquez's brother, who also takes part in Grand Prix MotoGP cycling, motorcycling? Five seconds. What's his brother's name?
David Marquez?
David. That's a good guess. There is a rider named David Marquez, but it's not his brother. Nico Milan for a steal. His brother's name is?
Daniel?
Daniel is incorrect. It's Alex Marquez. Alex Marquez. Right, 3-1. We go to world news for Nico Milan. Which African country had a civil war with some breaks from 1975 until 2002. It's a former Portuguese colony. Which African country had a civil war with some breaks from 1975 till 2002?
Mozambique.
Mozambique is incorrect. Brylan for a steal. Which African country?
The DRC?
The DRC is a good guess, but it's not the DRC. It is Angola. Angola from 1975. Brylan, world news. Which famous museum in Europe was robbed of priceless jewels? Let me finish the question first. All right. Which famous museum in Europe was robbed of priceless jewels in 2025?
The Louvre.
The Louvre is correct. Thank you. Well done. I don't know if the online listeners saw that, but he wanted to answer before I finished. Yeah. But well done. Very enthusiastic. Right, 4-1. A long way to go still, Nico Milan. Here we go. Sports question. How many times has Formula One driver Max Verstappen been world champion?
4 times.
4 times is correct. Well done. Brylan Independent Learning Centre in sport. With which sport would you associate the South African Kayleen Corbett?꯫
Tennis?
Tennis is incorrect. For a steal, Nico Milan. Kayleen Corbett is?
Cricket.
Cricket, no, unfortunately. Kayleen Corbett potentially was in your swimming pool all the time. She's an incredible swimmer. Amazing swimmer. Kayleen Corbett. Swimming was the answer we were looking for. Right, it's 4-2. We've still got a lot of questions here. So, Nico Milan, in national news. A Durban fisherman made a very unusual catch during the Durban Ski Boat Club Festival in April. What creature did he save out at sea?
A python.
A python is correct. Gives me the thrills. What's the python doing out there, huh? Brylan, national news. Who is South Africa's tourism minister?
Miss Babalwa Lil.
Miss Babalwa Lil is incorrect. This is a big steal for Nika Milan.
Patricia de Lille.
Patricia de Lille is correct. Well done. 4 all and 4 points left. We go to sport. Nika Milan to take the lead for the first time in this match. Which Grand Slam tennis tournament starts on the 24th of May?
Wimbledon.
That is incorrect. Brylan, for a steal, which tennis tournament starts on the 24th of May? I need an answer, please.
Roland Lagrange.
I'm going to let you say it one more time. I need an answer.
Roland Lagrange.
I'm afraid your time is up. It is Roland Garros that we were looking for, the French Open. So I can't accept, unfortunately. All right, still 4 all, but to take the lead, here's your sports question, Brylan. Right, shake it off. Here we go. With which sport would you associate the South African Olympian Penny Haynes? Yes.
Running.
Running is incorrect, Brylan. To take the lead, Nika Milan, Penny Haynes is associated with which sport? I need an answer, please. I need an answer, please.
Shot put.
Shot put. I like that guess there. It is incorrect. Penny Haynes is a swimmer. A lot of questions for Brylan about swimming today with your lovely swimming pool. Eh? All right, swimmer, Penny Haynes. Wow, who can forget? Eh? World Olympic champion in the breaststroke. 4 all. Here we go. 1 question each left. For a place, this is our last place in the quarterfinals. Nika Milan, we'll start with you, and it's world news. Listen carefully. What is the biggest state in the USA?
Alaska.
That is incorrect. Brylan, I'll repeat the question. In fact, it is, sorry, Louise, I actually don't have an answer on my page. I'll have a quick look here for you. Sorry, Nika Milan, and those online, it is the correct answer, I'm told, by Louise. It is the correct. Just before I embarrass myself any further, I just want to go and show Louise. Just defending myself. So there's no answer on the page. There's a lot of information on the page. There's a fun fact. I think Louise got caught up in the fun fact. So there's no answer there. So apologies, Brylan. The answer is correct. It is Alaska. The fun fact is that it's more than double the size of any other. And the answer on there is Texas. So that's what I was looking for. But it's just getting worse here. Fun fact, it's more than twice the size of the second largest US state, Texas. All right, so I just want to be fair for everyone. So Nika Milan have taken the lead at this critical phase. Stop doing this to me, Louise. So you can tie the match here. All right, deep breath, Brylan. You're still in this. Your world news question. Here we go. There is an answer on this one. In 1962, there was an international missile crisis involving the USA and which other country?
Cuba.
That is the correct answer. I want to just quickly chat to my team because this is quite a critical moment. This is the final place in the quarterfinals, and I wonder, Berna, we've thought of an idea just to make this as fair as possible. So we're going to go for that thing? Okay. So, Louise, if you could select the question. What we've decided to do for this critical stage is we're going to give you a clipboard and a Koki, okay, to make it extremely fair. We're going to ask a question. We're going to give you the time to answer the question right on the board, okay. The reason why we've done this is, you might have recalled for many of you previous years, we did first hands up. And it's such a tight thing, it's a difficult thing. So what we've done is we've asked Louise to give us a really difficult question there. We're going to ask the team to write the answer, and then we're going to ask them to reveal the answer to me. They're both going to have the same amount of time. If they both get it correct, we'll go to another question. Okay, it's such a critical time if the right answer is up, so it's as fair as possible. All right, so here we go. So does the teams understand? You don't need to give me the quickest answer. You give me your answer after 30 seconds. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We should have maybe done 10 seconds, but we'll give you 30 seconds now as I've said it. And then you can write down your answer, and then you'll reveal it to me. Do we all understand, Nicola? You're going to write down the answer. You're not calling it out to the microphone. Brylan, for a place in the quarterfinals, here we go. Where in South Africa were 34 miners killed by the SAPS in 2012 during a strike? Time has started. Where in South Africa were 34 miners killed by the SAPS in 2012 during a strike? Right, 5 seconds, and then I'm going to ask you to hold your board up. Write your answer, please, on the bell. Nika Milan, I did ask you to please do it by time. Right. Hold up your board. Don't rub it out. Let's show me your answer. Your answer is Kimberley. Your answer is Johannesburg. Those are both incorrect. The answer is Marikana is what we were looking for. Marikana. So rub it out there with your tie or whatever. No, not your tie, sorry.
Thank you, ma'am.
They've got. I was kidding. Right, so we're going to have to ask another question. I'm going to do 10 seconds this time, all right? 10 seconds. We're going to try and give everyone a fair chance. This is for a place in the next round to take on Stedin College. Just to mention, for those of you as they select the question, that we will take a break after this, and then we will go into our quarterfinals, all right, in the next moment. Thank you, Berna. Right, here we go. National news question. I'm looking for a year. All right, from both teams. You've got 10 seconds, Taryn. Right, here we go. Right, those of you online, here we go. In what year was the system of apartheid introduced in South Africa? In what year was the system of apartheid introduced in South Africa? 10 seconds. I'm looking for the year. 5 seconds. Right a year. Right. Brylan, 1920 is incorrect. 1943 is very close, but incorrect. It was 1948. 1948. Right, one more time. Right, so I'm looking for a minister. South Africa's minister. Here it comes. I'm going to tell you what the department is. You have 10 seconds. Both teams ready? The Minister of Transport. Five seconds. Minister of Transport for a place in the quarterfinals. Right, let's have a look. Brylan, that is incorrect. And Nico Milan is correct. Barbara Creasy. Oh. Brylan, you have done exceptionally well. You're going to be sorry about that swimming. Hey, I think I would go swim right now. But thank you so much. You've done exceptionally well. We really enjoyed having you. But Nico Milan, congratulations. You're through to the next round against Stedin College. Right, we'll take a short break. Don't go anywhere. Our round of the quarterfinals is coming up in a few minutes. Thank you. Well done, guys. Yeah, the schools that, of course, did not make it through, we're not asking you to stay. You're welcome to stay. The schools who didn't make it through. But, yeah, you can go, of course. So stay with us. We'll let you know when we're ready to go for those quarterfinals. Thank you, everyone. Be safe out there. Sorry, guys, just to mention, it's a 30-minute break. Is that right? 30 minutes, all right. So go shopping. 30-minute break. We'll be back for the quarterfinals.